Hey guys, this is Tanner Gray, also known as Topsail Tanner. I get a question a lot whether to invest here or not. We need to talk about the different types of investment, number one, but number two, understanding the environment that we're in and the expenses that come along with investing here. If you're expecting to put down a normal percentage for a regular conventional loan and people are going to tell you you're going to make gobs of money owning a beach house, just forget that right away, because that's completely untrue. Basically, there's two types of investments that you get here. If you can buy completely outright, you'll be able to make money right away, obviously, because you own the property outright, so you'll be able to take in all that money. However, the money that you don't see that goes back out are expenses to keep the house in good shape, get upgrades to the property, and those are the people that I call cash buyers. They have money, they're going to invest right away and own the property outright. So they're kind of cutting the curve of conventional loans and such. Another thing is that you have to consider management fees. Another thing to consider is the management fees. You absolutely want somebody here on the island managing your property. Too many people think that, well, I'll have a neighbor do it. First of all, there's a lot of legality to that. You can't have somebody, unless they have a real estate license with the North Carolina Real Estate Commission, to act as a property manager. That's number one. Number two is, are they properly insured? Obviously, you don't want somebody coming in to try to take care of your house, fall down the steps, hurt themselves, and guess what? That property is now theirs, not yours anymore. But you want somebody here locally managing a company, and there's a handful of them. Reach out to me if you're curious which ones do what. There's kind of a scale, a range of, there's dinosaurs, which I consider property managers that basically have not changed anything in the last 20 years. There's people that are in the middle, which are very good at balancing both owner relations and customer relations and technology. And then you have some on the far extreme that are very good at technology. Now, these companies will basically rent your place full, but they really will never get back to you. They really just don't care. They care about numbers, that's it. Now, when you're investing here, if you're going to invest, most people do it to subsidize their payments for the year. Now, I also like this because there's tax advantages. It's an asset that should appreciate. It's an expense that you can write off on your taxes, plus it should subsidize your payments on the property itself. So those three things are very good when it comes to tax time. Now, if you're in that bracket, I always tell people, are you willing to hold on to the property between, 7 to 10 years? And they say, well, why is that? I said, that's typically the cycle turnover where we'll see our next big push of properties appreciating to those values. Don't think, for investment wise, that you're going to come down here and find something and say, well, this isn't cash flowing when I'm putting down 20%. Of course it's not. Depending on interest rates and everything else, everybody missed that boat about 4 years ago. So unfortunately now, you can't go back in time. So if you're interested in owning beach houses, if you're wondering what the maintenance is like, because it is severe, give me a call. We get to have a conversation, but at the same time, don't expect it to be in the same shape as when you started either. These houses, they get compounded use, which means I use a toilet seat, for example, and people laugh. They say, well, toilet seat? Because I have people call in, owners, and say, somebody came in and ripped off my toilet seat. And I said, absolutely not. I said, that is ridiculous. In a residential house, that toilet seat's lifted up, what, twice a day, maybe, if that? In a vacation rental house, it's lifted up 15, 20 times a day. So it's just the compounded use that you see that wears those parts out faster. The better shape your property is in, the better the guest will treat it, no matter what. So you're always looking for stuff to maximize the longevity of your property, like solid surfaces, things that don't rust, using stainless steel, having products that just last longer in the elements that we're in. Those obviously, plus normal maintenance, will take care of everything. So also, guys, being a property manager for over close to 11 years, I can help you with your property to get it into better rental categories where you maximize your exposure and get more rentals. Investing now, it's a good time to do it because investing is just good in general, but you have to understand that you're in it for the longevity. Again, guys, this is Tanner Gray, also known as Topsail Tanner, and I'll see you on the next one.